So in this talk, I'm going to talk about why statin monotherapy, taking a statin on its own to lower cholesterol, is a ridiculous idea, and unfortunately it's standard of care. Stay tuned. If you look at my earlier videos, I emphasize the importance of taking the cholesterol balance test to measure your proxies for production markers and absorption markers of cholesterol. And if your production marker, absolute desmosterol, goes too low, there is scientific research to show that that is linked to and associated with an increased risk of Alzheimer's. Google it, AI it, look it up. The research is clear. When you take a statin on its own, that drives down cholesterol synthesis, cholesterol production, and therefore drives down absolute desmosterol. So if you're not checking your absolute desmosterol levels when you're on statin monotherapy, you could be running into Alzheimer's dementia risk. This happened to me when I saw my absolute desmosterol go too low. Let's just put that on the screen here. Now, I'm on top of my testing, right? I saw that go too low, and if you look at that image, it says that they couldn't find desmosterol. It was that low. 3 weeks later, I got it back up again because I repeated the cholesterol balance test after I did an intervention. My point is this: most doctors do not run this test. They should run it to determine what medication is going to work best for you, and if you're on a statin, they should absolutely run it to make sure that your absolute desmosterol has not gone too low and puts you into Alzheimer's risk. But they don't. So taking a statin is going to drive down the production synthesis markers and needlessly put you at risk of Alzheimer's. It is also ridiculous because here's how the body works. If you just lower production through a statin monotherapy, then the body is always trying to reach homeostasis. The body just goes, oh, well, I'm not being allowed to produce as much as I want. I know, I'll just absorb more. And then the absorption markers go up. And then what can happen over time is that the statin that started to lower LDL very well in the beginning, over time, now the body's getting used to it and says, I'm going to absorb more. Now it doesn't work as well. So several months later, the doctor's like, oh, it's not working like it used to, we'll increase the dose. This is standard of care and it's ridiculous, okay? The winning combination is to take a low dose statin in combination with ezetimibe, which is the main cholesterol absorption blocking drug, because the two together are a better risk profile for minimizing the risk of Alzheimer's, desmosterol going too low, and you can get a much greater drop in LDL and ApoB by taking the combination. So it's low dose statin, not high dose where you get all the side effects, plus ezetimibe is the way to balance out the risk so that you're minimizing the risk of dementia and to get a greater drop in ApoB and LDL-C. The research is this, it's clear, you can look it up. And so what I'm suggesting is this: if you're taking a statin, for goodness sake, get the cholesterol balance test run. Maybe go back to your doctor and say, listen, what about taking low-dose statin with ezetimibe? I've looked at the research, Dr. Jones, Dr. Smith, whatever your name is, and it seems to be the winning combination. Unfortunately, everything is robotic these days. Doctors are just writing statin monotherapy as standard of care. They're not running the cholesterol balance test, and it's really incumbent upon each and every one of us to educate ourselves to get this test done. Like I said in my last video, if you want to get it done through my chiropractor, well, let's put his details up here. He does telehealth. He will order this test for you, and stay on top of things, because there's no point in needlessly risking Alzheimer's and no point in taking a high-dose statin when the science is clear that a low dose in combination with ezetimibe is what's going to lower the cholesterol the most with the minimal side effects. Catch you next time.